Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and mercy to the Lord's elect. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh is his name, meaning he is, he to be, or he exists. Bahashem is Hebrew for in the name, of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which his true Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he deliver or he savior. Us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the true people of the Most High. All right, we are the Israelites, and the so-called white man is Esau, Edom, the devil. All right, he's the adversary of this earth. He's Satan. Okay, and I just like to say the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson, because as always, Satan, tries every way to hinder these videos. All right, but I'm coming back through the spirit, and this lesson is based off of some thoughts I was having about how we're pretty much runaway slaves. All right, we are runaway slaves to this so-called white man system. That's us brothers in this truth. All right, especially right here in America, which is Babylon the Great. And when you think about, all of the moves this devil is doing and planning to do and has already started doing, since the whole C-19 pandemic, with that injection and everything he's moving forward to do with crashing his system and going all digital, right? The CBDC, the ABC shit, right? His whole, alphabet agenda and everything that's abominable and contrary to the Most High. That's the way he's forming this society and shaping this world. All right. And everybody here is a slave to his system. And the majority of people don't even know that, but they're getting ready to find out. Soon as this devil drains all these bank accounts, all right, takes everything that these people think they own, right, and tells them that they all have to come to him for what they need, and that's going to be limited. Then certain people will finally start to realize that they've been nothing but a slave this whole time. All right, just think about it. This devil, got us running around with this fake monopoly money that isn't backed by anything. It's not backed by silver nor gold. All right, you got people, crying, sweating, and bleeding behind this paper thing that they call the Federal Reserve note, and all it is a green piece of paper. All right, in actuality, is nothing. Okay, but for us, very few that are in this truth, through the spirit, Micah 2:10, we already departed from this place, and we're runaway slaves, and there's certain laws and persecutions this devil is getting ready to come down with to target us. All right, primarily the prophets, right? So I'm gonna start here in Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. All right, now the he is talking about the so-called white man, and the beast is his system. All right, this beast system under was known as NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and also the EU, which is the financial aspect of the beast, the European Union. All right, and through this system, he's made an image. All right, now we know that this beast is nothing but the old ancient Roman Empire that which fell, but it's been revived through this system. Okay, and this devil has set up certain things for people to worship, like his science, which is pseudoscience. It's a lie, right? His his medical breakthroughs and this whole medical system. People worship that. All right, they go to these universities to worship, science and his medical stuff, and then you got his technology. All right, and then democracy. In the political aspects, you got democracy, which he's pretty much established all over the globe, with the exception of a few places. All right, you got the wicked women's liberation, which is nothing but a war strategy to break up households and to turn women out into whores, right? Send children into foster care and group homes and just have children grow up super degenerate and bugged out. And what I'm saying isn't exaggerated, because we live in this world, we see it. All right, we have our personal experiences with it. We see it with our own eyes. All right, but that's all a part of this image. Okay, and the main goal of the image is to get the people to look at the so-called white man as God, because he has a God complex, and to worship him. And that's what these people are doing. All right, but continuing on, it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, now when you go into the word killed, it could mean literal, but it's also metaphorically, and pretty much what it means is to be separated. When you go into this word, to be separated, to be excluded from this society. And this is the route this devil is going. He has us all on a list, based off of your IP address, what type of searches you typing in on Google, who you watching and listening to on YouTube, what type of podcasts, all right, videos you push out on YouTube, and he's classifying everybody on a list. All right, and we could tell you that as brothers that are preaching this word, we're on his red list. All right, people he just wants to get rid of. Okay, in verse 16, hence why we're runaway slaves, because we're the only ones within this system that are putting up a resistance and rebelling. All right, you have a few others, but this prophecy we're getting ready to read in verse 16 is going to separate. It's going to separate the Most High's chosen from the rest of these people. Because you got a few of these, Edomites and different type of people who call themselves red pill. They're awake to certain things, but once this mark of the beast hits, it's going to separate the Lord's elect. Okay, because many people who are so-called woke right now and so-called rebelling against this system, they're going to bow down. All right, they're going to bow down to this devil and take his chip, right? And Salakia for those pop-ups. I'm in some type of group chat for work. I should have silenced it. All right, but nevertheless, in verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, so this devil is going to require everyone on this planet, everything breathing, to get down with something. All right, this is modern day slavery. And as brothers during this time, we're going to be pilgrims on the earth. All right, and when you go into the word pilgrim, in the etymology, it says a person traveling to a far country or to a holy place. Hey, that's us. We're running away from this world, running towards the kingdom of heaven. All right, it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that mark is the digital all right? That is the RFID microchip, okay? Which some people amongst us already have. There's, when you look at Sweden's population, a good portion of their population is already chipped. But see, it's going to come to the point where it's going to be mandatory. All right, and that'll be the only way that you could do anything within this system is if you have that digital all, that microchip. That's the mark of the beast, and then they can implant it in your hand, all right, in between your thumb and your index finger, Or as we know with that demon Elon Musk, and there's other companies as well, they can straight up put it in your brain chip. Now that'll probably be the less popular one, because people wouldn't like the idea of getting something put inside their brain. A lot of people gonna go with the hand thing because it's a lot more simple and easier. All right. And then they gonna break this society and these people down to the point where they gonna be begging for it, through fake crisis, false flags, crashing this system, famine. And they gonna present it as the order that this is the only way. This is the only way we could function. This is the only way we could go back to a so-called normal functioning society. All right. And then right here in verse 17, and this is how they gonna get a lot of people. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, now that's how they gonna get a lot of people. All these people who, think they woke and they rebelling and say, nah, they'll never bow down. We'll see where their faith is, when they don't have any food in their stomach, right? When they're told that there's no way for them to work. There ain't gonna be no under the table transactions. You ain't gonna be able to farm, grow your own crops. It ain't gonna be none of that. There's only gonna be miracles for the elect. All right. So that's how this devil is gonna get a lot of these people, and they're gonna bow right down, and they're gonna use the excuse of, well, how am I supposed to eat? How am I supposed to feed my children? And it all comes down to they don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They don't have faith, right? They don't have the hope of salvation. They don't have the hope of the promise of the Most High that he would deliver us out of this devil's hands, right? So they gonna bow down right to it and get right with it. Okay. Now, and it said let me finish this off, because it mentioned the number of his name. Verse 18, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that number is 666. And this devil, he knows these prophecies. He puts subliminals all out there. That number is everywhere, and it's spiritual. And there was an actual guy, an Edomite, named Joseph something Laurer. I always forget his his middle name. All right, but if you search up on Google Joseph Laurer, all right, that is the guy, the Edomite, that created the universal barcode. And when you go into that universal barcode, in any barcode, the first and the middle and the last numbers always equivalent to 666. All right. And then in his name, his first name, George Joseph Laurer, that's his name. George, his first name, Joseph, his middle name, and Laurer, his last name. All those letters, all the letters in his first, middle, and last contain 6 characters. All right. So the scriptures is on point. It's all spiritual. The number of a man. Okay. But that man ultimately is Esau Edom himself, the so-called white man. All right. He is the devil. Okay. Now, the precept I wanted to get, because backing off of what I was saying about how many people are going, get that chip just off the strength that they ain't going to be able to buy or sell or eat or do anything in this system. This is all they know, and they don't have no hope or faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, all they know is this system. But this is what the Lord is going to do for his elect. All right, so bear with me a second. Let me find this scripture. And it's a couple scriptures, actually. One is right here in Revelation 2. Let's see verse 26. Or I'm sorry, not verse 26. Actually, Revelation verse 3 and 10. And then I'm going to go back to Revelation 2. Revelation 2 and 10. Now, this is the Most High talking to his elect. He says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right? This truth. Okay? Endured to the end. I also, and let me keep reading, Salakia. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, what is the hour of temptation? That's what we just read in Revelation 13. Revelation 13, in the 13th chapter, the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th verse. All right, that mark of the beast, that microchip being made mandatory, and this devil tempting people by telling them you won't be able to buy or sell, you can't do anything inside this system, you can't work, you can't eat, can't buy no food, can't feed your children unless you get this chip. All right, that's the hour of temptation right there. But there's a judgment for taking that. All right, first off, you're going to get a grievous sore. I think that's in Revelation 16. I might be wrong on the chapter, but that grievous sore is an ulcer, right? A cancer, which, I mean, makes sense. Come on, think about it. People who took that injection, that juice, they got all type of stuff wrong with them. How much more getting, Esau's created technology implanted in your brain or your hand? Of course, something is going to go wrong with your body. All right, that's the first thing that's going to happen to them. But then they're going to be burned by them nuclear missiles. The ultimate judgment, the second death. All right. Now, for us hopeful elect, we don't want no parts of that. We want to be delivered from those things. Right? We want to be delivered from that. Okay? So the Most High promised us here that if we resist, all right, if we stand firm, if we keep the word of his patience, which that's standing firm right there, he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. So in the time when this devil comes down on the earth and makes that mark mandatory, and we're going to have to live off the grid as pilgrims upon the earth, like the scriptures say. And the Most High is going to perform miracles for us. During the time of famine, he's going to feed us. All right? Now, we don't know the exact when and how, but we have faith and all the confidence that he's going to do it. He performed all type of miracles for our forefathers in the past. He's performing micro miracles for us brothers right now. We have all type of testimonies. So how much more when this time like never before comes in the earth and this devil comes down with wrath. And if you stand firm for the word, for the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you best believe the Lord is going to come through for us. And as I did that lesson yesterday, he's going to even exceed our expectations. Right now, we expect him to feed us during the time of famine. We expect, him to perform miracles for us and to deliver us out of trouble. But whatever we expect, what our expectations, our imaginations in our mind, he's going to top that by 1,000. He's going to far exceed that. And that's something we can't even wrap our brains around that. All we could do is believe and have faith. And we pray for that faith. All right. Verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly. So just think about it. Right after that chip is made mandatory, World War III is going to be breaking loose. Hey, the Yahweh Shai is coming quick. All right. He says, hold that fast which thou hast. All right. Hold that fast. What does that mean? Be firm. All right. Be stiff for this truth, for the name of the Lord, for the word. It says that no man take thy crown, because Lord willing, we endure to the end. We have a crown of life laid up for us. All right. That no man could take. Revelation, going back to Revelation, the 2nd chapter, Revelation 2 in verse 10. Because this devil, he's even going to come down and threaten, some of our lives, threaten us with jail time, concentration camps, whatever. Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Okay? Because we are going to have different walks, different, lots. Some of us will be cast into concentration camps. Some of us will be beheaded. Some of us will just be completely off the grid and get delivered. All right? But all that matters is this. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. The devil is the so-called white man. The prison is those concentration camps, that ye may be tried. So it's all a test. It's all a simulation. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which 10 represents perfection. So however many days. It says, be thou faithful unto death. And that's the point right there. All right. As we read we didn't read in this lesson, but in Revelation 12 and 11, it tells us that they love not their lives unto the death, meaning that we're not afraid to lose our lives, because we know that our lives aren't even ours. And this isn't living here. What, taking that chip, getting a cancer in our hand or in our head, and do what after that? Eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich, wait for a missile? No, that's not it. All right, that's not for us. That's for these stupid ass idiots of this world that were just born in vain to be destroyed. All right, but for the Lord's elect, the elect is going to be faithful even unto death, understanding death, understanding that there truly is no death for an elect member, for an Israelite, an elect Israelite. You're going to come right back with Yahushai, and the Most High controls our pain receptors. So let's say this devil, threatens us with the guillotine. Hey, the Lord could take your spirit before that blade even hit your neck, right? Or you just don't even feel the pain. It's all a test. So again, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And what is that crown of life? Immortality. All right. New heavenly bodies, rulership, power over the nations, over this earth. That's what we're looking forward to. All right. So heading back to the main topic of this video, that we're runaway slaves in this system. See, a lot of Jake thinks slavery ended years ago. No, we're still slaves. We just were transferred under what they call the Emancipation Proclamation. That was just a transfer to a corporation, which now we're slaves to the elite banking families, to their system. All right. So I want to get real fast before I end it. Just a couple more precepts. Let's go to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, and we'll go straight to the point in verse 5. Or actually, I'll start at 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. That's this so-called white man. All right. He was created to be crooked, to be evil. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. And who's the just? The elect. Now, during this time when this devil comes down with his wrath, and the hour of temptation makes that mark mandatory by, crashing this system, false flags, design, famine. Hey, the just, the elect, is going to be pilgrims on the earth and living by faith, depending on the miracles of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says in verse 5, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. And what's that wine? His image. The democracy, his science, his technology, his medical breakthroughs, the image of the beast, his philosophies. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. This devil can't stay in one spot. That's why he got a military base established all over the earth. That's why he's spreading his democracy all over the earth. It says, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. All right, here it is. This devil got all the possession of the earth right now, all the riches, those elite banking families, and they still ain't satisfied. They still want to chip everybody. All right. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations. And how is he about to do that? Under this digital system. All right. Ultimately, that mark of the beast. It says, and heapeth unto him all people. And what is this we're reading? Slavery. All right. This is slavery. Everybody here is a slave to this devil's system. That's why you got a birth certificate. That's why you have a social security number. That's why you need a passport to go out of that country, whatever country you in. All right. But the point is that we're runaway slaves, because pursuing the Micah 2:10, we mentally and spiritually departed from this place so that we don't fall into this devil's trap of his chip. And the Most High is going to completely deliver us. So we're going to end it with Psalm 91. And this whole chapter is good. But I'm going to just read the point in verse 3. Psalm 91 and verse 3. It reads, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. And this is the Most High talking to his elect. All right. Or King David. Or I'm not sure if King David wrote this psalm. Let's see. It doesn't say. All right. But this is prophecy. The Most High is going to deliver us from the snare of the fowler. Now, what is a snare? A snare is a trap. All right. And a fowler is someone who catches birds. Okay. So the fowler is likened to the so-called white man. He's about to trap these people into his system and then taking his mark. But the Lord, just like we read, he's going to deliver us from the hour of temptation. This is a precept. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. So the Most High is going to deliver his elect from the hour of temptation, from famine, from all those things, and from that final destruction, from that nuclear destruction. All right. And we have a great chance of being the elect because we're the only ones on this planet that's hoping in this type of salvation. So I'm going to end this off there. Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace, salutation, blessings, and mercy to the Lord's elect. Till next time, Shalom.